my name is Sherley.
And I'm Brandy.
And welcome back to Unspoken Transitions, where we talk about the nuances of adulthood in a Christ-like way.
Yes. We're back!
We're back! It's been a year and some change, but a lot has happened, and we're doing our best.
Yeah,
so,
we're doing our best. We're navigating adulthood for sure. And now we're both navigating marriage. Yep. So your girl got married.
As you should.
Your girl got married. So we have a lot to talk about. I feel like
updates.
Yeah, especially for Christian women, I feel like marriage is just such a hot topic.
Mm-hmm.
And now that I'm on the other side of it, having gone through the engagement, the wedding, everything, I'm like,
hence why we were going.
Yep. That's the reason. Yes, I was the reason. I was very much so a large part. But we really wanted to invest our energy into the podcast as much as possible. And I felt like it wasn't right to do it at that time, because it wouldn't be
it wouldn't be authentic. It would have been rushed. You would have been stressed. Because even at the end of our last season, we were both tired. We were both trying to, and I'm
holding it together.
Yeah, we're trying to hold together, and it's we want to make sure this is joyful, authentic content, and not just we need to just record this and snap it together. Yeah. So I get it.
Yeah, y'all deserve better than that from us. So we're gonna try and give y'all all of us for the most part, but
100%.
Yeah. It feels kind of strange being back, in a good way. It's very familiar, but it's also we haven't done this in so long.
We haven't done this in a hot minute, and I'm gonna be rusty.
It's okay. It's okay. We're in this together. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. Okay. Yes.
So it's so hard to think of where to start, in terms of an update and stuff like that. Where have we been since December of 2023?
Whenever you say that, I'm like, whoa.
I bet people are like, yo, they're just not coming.
Yeah.
They're done.
But we said we would come back. We said it was a hiatus, a little break.
Yeah.
So we came back. We stuck to our word.
Yo, your cousin came for us. She was just didn't y'all say you were going to come back and record? And we're like, yeah, we're going to record. Didn't record.
I know. And, literally right after that, got engaged, and then it was a wrap.
It was a wrap. It's okay though. Because we're back, and we're gonna be more consistent, and we're gonna come back with bigger and better content.
Yeah.
It's gonna be lovely.
Yeah.
Since December of 2023, do you want to go first? You want me to go first?
I feel like you should go first.
Oh, okay.
Because I feel like mine is gonna be lengthy.
Yours is gonna be okay. For myself, let me try to think. And as you all know, my memory is not the best, so I would say since. Honestly, January 2024, I think it was a year of just healing, resetting, and everything. Grad school, I know that was in 2020, but grad school, recovering from a toxic job, all of that took 5 years. Crazy enough, 4 or 5 years for me to start to feel like myself. It's something that when people talk about burnout and stuff like that, I was genuinely just okay, burnout, a year, 2 years, 6 months or whatever. But the fact that I can physically start to feel like myself again, and what that looks like for me specifically is I can I'll do my makeup a little bit more, because washing my face after going out is not that much of a chore anymore. It is I can make a little bit more plans than I did before, because I'm not stressed. I'm not super stressed about it. Don't get me wrong, I'm still, when it comes to going out and everything, I'm still stressed, but the aftermath is not as much as a toll. For me, the anticipation of going somewhere is always worse than actually being out. Because once I'm out, I'm like, oh my gosh, I see Brandy, I see my friends, I'm having a good time. This is great. Why don't I do this more often? But it's the anticipation, because me specifically, when I think about I'm already working 8 to 4, and after 4 o'clock, I'm gonna have to drive, and after I drive, I'm gonna have to meet this person, then I'm not gonna be home until 10 p.m. and then after. So I just get super stressed about that. So the anticipation, I'm like, maybe I just shouldn't go out. Maybe I should just cancel. Maybe I shouldn't. So I think I just expressed this too before, in 2022, 2022, 2023, I was canceling so much. And I'm so grateful for my friends for having grace and having patience with me, because I was just cancel.
Yeah. You just couldn't do it.
I couldn't do it, but also, I also don't want to, yes, I couldn't do it, but also, I knew my week, I knew my obligations.
Yeah.
I shouldn't need to cancel 11 times in order for me to be okay, maybe I should be better about it. But I'm grateful that at this point I can make plans. I may get a little like pre-hangout anxiety, but nothing as bad as like a couple years ago. I feel like myself. I can get back into fashion. Like I'm like, I'm being. If any of y'all ever felt burnt out, you get what I'm saying. But I'm being myself in a way where I'm not overthinking everything that I'm doing, because it would be like I hang out with somebody and then I'd get in my car and drive home, and the whole drive home I'm just like, all right, so I said this here and then I said that, and then after this I said, so I'm replaying the whole thing, trying to see, did I say something wrong? Did I do something like, oh, maybe that's why they made that facial expression, because they don't like me, because it was this
like make up all these narratives in
like,
your head.
And then I'm just like, maybe connect it here to there, and it's like replaying it, maybe if you said this, and it's like that doesn't do anything. The situation's already over and everything. So like a lot of healing, honestly, I think it's definitely God, because the rumination and stuff like that ended, because I prayed, I really was like in my word, I really focused on my relationship with God. And I think what he revealed to me is that those who love you will accept you for who you are. And I know it sounds so simple, like
it's true,
but it's like no matter what you say, I'm not saying like be out of pocket and start roasting people and stuff like that, but if you're being yourself, if you are like authentically just being yourself in the world, the people who are supposed to be there will be there, and those who are maybe like whatever, they're not supposed to be in your life. And also another layer of something I learned is it doesn't even have to do with like you, it has to do with them. Like maybe because I was being kind to people, I was like overextending myself, I was doing all these things, and I'm just like, it's not getting reciprocated. Like I feel like people are just like taking advantage of me, all these other, that's the lesson. Actually, I'll touch on that in a second, but I was just like, yo, like why don't I feel as welcome, or why am I so stressed about these situations? And once I surrounded myself with people that were safe, like people I can hang out with and talk to, I'm just like, oh, this is refreshing. Like for example, there was a week that I was spending so that was 2024. I healed a lot. I can like, I have more bandwidth. I can like be myself, and like, I'm not overthinking it. So that was 2024. So this year's lesson was more of like, who are your real friends? Who are your people and stuff like that? So I think I was really leaning into like, oh, love people in a Christ-like way, like love others and everything. And I was showing so much love and so much care, and like overextending myself and like really trying to be there for people. But then I'm just turning into like people. It's just kind of like I'm useful, but like there was no depth to the relationship, or wasn't going anywhere. And like in my mind, I'm like, oh, these are friendships, these are X, Y, and Z. And it's like, no, this is your acquaintance. This is your X, Y, and Z. And because I thought I was expecting all of these relationships to have depth, because I'm putting in love and support, it just led to a lot of disappointment and me feeling lonely. And I was just like, I guess like, I'm like, I guess everybody just thinks like all people are just like terrible and stuff. And then I hang out with you, and then I hang out with and I'm just like, it's not bad. Like, so this year was learning who my people are. So still show love to people, and still be yourself. I think you were saying this earlier. Show kindness. Don't expect it in return. If it comes, great. If it doesn't, it has nothing to do with you. And also the other, you might be like, oh, it has to do with the other person. The other person might have had a terrible day, might not have heard you when you said hello. They might be going through their own thing, and they don't have the strength or bandwidth to be able to like reciprocate it. Everyone's dealing with their own battles, and not saying that's an excuse for somebody to treat you like garbage, because if they are treating you like garbage, like
it's another thing.
That's another thing. But if people aren't reciprocating the love and support and like all the energy you're putting into them, then I think rather than being like frustrated at the human population, which is what I was doing, it's just showing love to others and showing support to others, but expecting nothing in return. And when you want that kind of reciprocation and stuff like that, lean on your real friends or real family, like people who are your close friends. And honestly, if they are your close friends, probably realize this, it's like 4 or 5 people. It's not that many people. Like you can't show, we were talking about this over there at dinner too, you can't show love, like you can't be as supportive like 100% with everybody. It's just not possible. We don't have the bandwidth to do it. You can't call everybody that you know every single day and hang out with them all the time. And you might be like, oh, well, college. Like, yes, college at the time you literally live with each other.
And you had so much extra time.
So much time. You're not like, we're talking about like, married, It's like, I'm a wife, I am a friend, I am a
working professional,
I'm working on my health, I'm working on my aspiration, like there's like 20 things that like we're working on, and I think that you have to be able to just surround yourself with the people that, which is 4 or 5 people that like love and support you and can hear you where you're at, and just focus on those people while showing love for others, but understanding that only a few people can actually like reciprocate in your life. So that was me.
I know. And it's like, first of all, what you went through like over those years was so exhausting, I feel like for you. And being on like the outside looking in, I feel like over the years, because we met each other in 2021. Well, we knew each other before. Everyone knows this story. We knew each other before, but we were like friends for real in like 2021. And I feel like from then until now, like I gradually feel like I saw you get your spark back. Which is like a beautiful thing. I'm like, wow, God has been so patient with you. Like over the years, just like continuing to like reveal to you and remind you, okay, like this is your purpose in this. Like these are the people that are supposed to be around you. Like, so that was like beautiful to see from the outside looking in. And I know like not every day is perfect. But like it's like not every day is perfect, right? Like you're still gonna have like those tough times, but it's like the progression over the years, because that was like a really dark time. I think for a lot of people. It was an easy time. But it's like gradually getting like, and then being like, oh, I am like in a healthy environment now. Like I am in this, and it's like, not to say that there are still challenging moments, but
that's life.
It's like the difference is like drastic.
Praise God, drastic. Because like sometimes I'm like, it's all in my head.
No, it's like, true. Like God really, really took His time, and it's like, wow, He's so good. So I just love seeing that progression.
Thank you, girl.
Yeah. But you went through a lot in the past few years.
It was a rough mid-20s. That was something.
I know. But, and now you're nearing the end of your 20s.
That's crazy.
I know. I know. Welcome to the club.
When I used to see people posting and they were just like, they're like 50, 60 years old. They're like, I still feel like I'm 25. I'm like, what are you talking about? That doesn't make any sense. Now I'm like, oh, I see what you're saying. Because you're getting older, but like mentally,
you're still there.
It doesn't feel like it.
So like if someone were to ask you right now, like how old do you actually feel like you are? Not like your actual age, but how old do you actually feel like you are? What would you say?
Honestly, my go-to is 25, but when I say 25, I think about me at 25, I'm like, I'm like, no, that's not it. So I think my go-to, just because of time and how quickly it moves, I just say 25, but I think I feel 28. Like, I think I...
Really?
I feel my age.
That's not much of a difference.
No. It isn't, but like, it's... Like, for example, when I'm like 45 or something, I don't think I'm going to be like, oh, I feel like I'm 45, but I feel like I'm at like a comfortable point in my life. It's like, I don't feel like I'm 16 because so naive, so like whatever back then. I don't feel like I'm 20 either, because I talk to some 20-year-olds and I'm like,
no, but you were a different 20-year-old.
I was a completely different person.
No offense to the 20-year-olds now, but like very different.
Very different. Yeah. Even when I think because these past couple of years have been so much transition and like change and growth and everything, I can't just say, oh, I feel like I'm 24, because where I was at 24 versus where I am now is just completely different. Like even mentally, if I was talking to her, I know she would think I'm like insane. She'd be like, yo, why are you so boring? Like, what's wrong?
And it's like, wow, the healing and growth we went through to get here.
You know what I'm saying? Like, but I'm like, maybe I'll feel like I'm 28 for a while. I don't like, I feel like this is a good spot. Of course I want to continue to grow and learn and stuff like that, but I feel like this is there's a healthy point where if I reference it, I'll be like, that makes sense.
I feel like that's a good distinction, because for me, I feel 28. Granted, I'm now 29.
Been like 3 weeks.
True. I do feel 28, like wisdom wise, like you're saying, but I feel in terms of youthfulness, I feel like I'm like my youthfulness feels like I'm like 19. Like some of the like jokes that I crack and like stuff and like things that I enjoy doing. But then again, I also feel like at 19, I was so...
Have you talked to a 19-year-old recently?
I'm talking about me at 19.
Oh, okay. You feel like connected to your 19-year-old self today.
In some aspects. So I think
Okay,
about
okay,
me
okay.
at 19, I'm like, she was just very lost, very lukewarm. Yeah.
Very heavy on the lukewarm.
Very, 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 very. But I also think that, like, in terms of, like, youthfulness, sometimes I do feel like I'm, like, you know.
So got that, like,
Yeah.
energy. Yeah.
Yeah.
The energy comes in here and there. Yeah, a couple times a month. Yeah, just
better than nothing.
Yeah, like just a few times a month. Because the luteal phase be hitting me. I'm just like,
Yeah.
I saw a post, it's like off topic, but I saw a TikTok and they were saying like on your luteal phase, she was like, yo, when I'm on my luteal phase, I feel like I'm turning into Fiona. Like I feel like I'm turning into an ogre. I look into the mirror and I'm just like, ugh.
And then you revert back.
Yo, I'm telling you.
And then it's over and it's like, no, I'm back.
I'm just like, I remember, this was like a few weeks ago, I was just like, I was like, what's wrong with your skin? I was like, what's happening? Like, what's going on? What is this?
Yeah.
Got my cycle, I was like, oh.
Wait, no, but that really happens though. I'm not even gonna, because like once you get your period, it like makes sense.
Yeah, everything, it's like your skin starts glowing.
Yeah.
Everything is like wonderful.
No, seriously,
outside the cramps.
like the stuff I react to.
Yeah,
because I'm just like, it doesn't make sense. Like, why am I reacting to this in this way? And then like it's like 2 days later you get your period.
Yeah, I start freaking out. I'm just like X, Y, and Z. This is the worst thing ever. This is bad. And then next day I'm
like, that makes so much sense.
Yo.
And then instantly like go away.
I know I'm about to get my cycle. It's because I'm not like, I don't be crying like that. I'll watch a TikTok video about someone showing an act of kindness. And I start tearing up. And I'm like, oh my gosh. I'm like,
who are you?
No, I'm like, what is this? Like, and then next day I get it, I'm like, or I want to eat everything in sight. That's a big sign. Like, I'm just like, lately, if I crave my moulin, I'm about to get it in like
really?
Yo,
my moulin?
I don't know why, but I crave I was like, yo, I want some my moulin right now, and then a couple days later, I'll get my cycle. And I'm like,
I've never heard that.
No, me either. I've never. Oh, this month it was sweet plantain. I was just like, ooh, like some boiled sweet plantain with some like fish. I'm like, yo, is the roots?
Not specific food.
That's specific.
Crazy.
I was like, people would think, oh, is she pregnant? No, not.
No, because for me, I'm like, I just want like to eat like everything.
Yes.
Like my stomach just feels like it's just like
it's a bottomless pit.
Yeah.
You just keep eating.
Yeah.
That's why I be chugging water. I'm like, yo, you're not playing with me this month. I'm not playing because the thing is too, it's so sensitive around that time. When I do indulge in like the bad food, it sits. It sits there, and I'm like, you're not getting me this time.
Yeah.
We're gonna.
No, we know better.
Yeah, we're not doing this. Like,
you cannot trick me.
Like you're craving this, you're not craving this. You're lying.
Yeah.
Actually, so yeah. I don't know how we got here, but
I feel like this podcast is like half of that.
Yeah, that's fine. I feel like it's a natural conversation. You know what I'm saying? But your life.
Yes, I feel like a lot happened. A lot happened. I mean, I don't know where to start. I feel like
January 2024 something. See, that's a good place. Okay.
January 2024, literally, right before our vision board party.
We're actually supposed to hang out that day, which makes me laugh to this day. She was like, yeah, let's go January 1st to buy some stuff for the vision board stuff. Yeah. I was like, girl, January 1st? You were like, yeah, like, let's just make it work. I was like, girl, it's January 1st. And honestly, it wouldn't have worked out anyway.
But how was I supposed to know that? I had no idea. I'm like, yeah, let's do it. Yeah. Yeah, but on January 1st, maybe we'll insert like a clip in here. Or on our Instagram or something like that. Mm-hmm. Your girl got engaged to. So he proposed at like a studio kind of thing. It was like, I was not expecting it. Like, who expects the proposal on January 1st? Literally, I feel like that's how he got me. Because if it was any other day, I would have like, because you know how people, you know how people are like, oh, I knew I was going to get proposed to. Mm-hmm. Like, I had a feeling, maybe, potentially, because I feel like so many people were so invested. Like, in hindsight, were so invested in what I was wearing. Like, everyone was like,
no,
what are you wearing?
About your sister is so funny.
No,
just
seriously.
Like, she's like, you're trying to dress up. Like, what are you wearing?
Yeah, no, seriously. I chose like an outfit. And in hindsight, it would not have been what I wanted to get proposed to in. And I was like, well, I'm going to wear that. And she's like, are you sure you want to wear that? I'm like, wow. I mean, I guess I have like no sense of style here.
Stop.
No, seriously.
I guess I'm gonna try again.
No, seriously. And then like my hair, she's like, you have nothing else in your closet. Like in my closet, you have nothing else in your closet.
Your sister's real for that.
Yeah, no, she's very. I was probably stressing her out. I mean, she told me, she was like, you were stressing me out. And then I was like, well, you know, it's January 1st. It's just a date. Like, I'm not gonna go with any makeup. She's like, you're not gonna wear makeup? I'm like, well, I mean,
saved you.
No, seriously, because I was gonna go barefaced and all.
Yo,
barefaced and all.
You
like,
been upset. After
I barely even wanted to put some gel to slick down my barely. She was the one who was like, no, you need to go back in.
Yo, you would have been so mad. You would have been like, why didn't you tell me?
I know. I think she said there was gonna come a point where she would have just told me if I kept playing with her in the way that I was. But shout out to my sister because everything was just chef's kiss. It was perfect. Yeah, and it's funny because I like really had no idea because I thought I was going to get engaged to on our anniversary, and when it didn't happen, I was like, well, I don't know.
Like it's gonna happen at some point.
I was like, I have no idea. And then from there, it was like knee deep in like wedding planning. Like I feel like I was completely. You can attest to this.
Oh yeah, like, I didn't hear from her until like March. I was like, yeah, she's busy. She came to the vision. No, I saw you at the vision board. I was like, I'm not gonna see her for a while. Mentally, I was like, yeah, she's gonna be. I'll hit her up like in March or something, and then I saw you like in March, and then it just kept picking up slowly from there.
But I love that you were like so understanding.
Yeah,
and like you were just like, it's okay, and you were like so supportive. Like I'm so grateful I had like a friend like you who had already been through it because I was calling you up for anything. I'm like, girl. What is this? I'm like, what is going on? But yeah, it was like just knee deep in like wedding planning, just like navigating all the expenses and like people guest list, Haitian guest list.
Yo. If you're Haitian, you know.
If you know, you know.
If you're African, you know.
Yeah. No, seriously, it was a lot. There were times where it was like super stressful, but then there were other times where I was just like, no, like this is what it's supposed to be. I feel like God really like it was an answered prayer for me. Like I feel like I always dreamed of this. Like I always prayed about it. I always wanted God to send me like someone who was like right for me. And I feel like this was just assurance of like God was like, I told you everything was gonna be fine. And the wedding day came and it was beautiful and it was like
fun. It was like a celebrity wedding. Like I'm telling you, no, it was like a celebrity wedding.
You called me and you were like, I felt so exclusive.
No, it was like she had like a magazine cover. It was like her and her husband, and her husband on it, and it was like the program was there. Yo, we had like there was like photography cameras. I was like,
there's a lot going on.
Me and my cousin, we were just like, okay. She was taking notes. Like honestly, my cousin was like taking notes and everything. Yeah. She's like, yo, I'm gonna have it here. This is gonna be my day here too. She's like, yo, this is amazing.
I love it.
Everything was like everything was just like. I was like, I'm glad I was invited, guys. It's exclusive.
How would you have not been?
Yo, I was just thinking like, yo, I'm glad I made it. Like, it was like genuinely on point. And then the photo ops afterwards, and then the
yeah. Oh my gosh, that means so much. So like on the day of, like you entrust your vision into the vendors, right? And like you just trust that they're gonna do what they need to do. So like the vendors actually coming through and like doing what they needed to do. Like our team, my planner, oh my goodness, everyone book with her. Like I'm gonna do a shout out at A Day of Royalty on Instagram. She's amazing. Her name is Tiara. She literally just made sure everything was so smooth. Like literally, because on the day of, and maybe we'll have to do a separate episode on like weddings in and of itself, but like on the day of, everyone came on time. Like we were getting hair and makeup done, just me and my sisters, because the bridesmaids were getting ready in a different space. And at like 10 a.m., even before 10 a.m., everyone came like on time. And it was like so many people. Someone came and I was like, I've never seen her before. She's like, I'm your assistant for the day. I'm like, oh, I didn't know I had one. Like everything was chef's kiss.
That's like beautiful though.
Everyone did what they needed to do, and everyone was like genuinely happy to be there. And that was a prayer that I had throughout the entire wedding planning process, because I kept praying and I was like, Lord, just like allow the people that need to be there to be there. And of course there were some people that were like, I'm not coming, some fallouts and stuff like that. And through it all, I feel like God was just answering my prayer of like, as hard as it is, I'm going to allow the people that need to be in the room to be in the room.
Yes.
And I just kept praying too. I'm like, God, I just pray that like people get to see like you through it. Like not us, but like you. Like people who may have like strayed far away from you. Maybe it's like a song in the worship or something we say in our vows like draws them to want to know more about God, like plants a seed. And I was like, Lord, any seeds that are planted at this wedding, water it. Water it, water it, water it. So I trust that that's being answered in like, you know, in other people's lives. But yeah, that I feel like God really like came through with that. And everyone who needed to be there was there, because everyone, and I've had people tell me this after the wedding, they're like, everyone who was there genuinely was happy to be there. Like no one, I could cry thinking about it. Like I feel like I looked around and it was like no one was like not happy to be there.
Yeah, everyone was just like, yes, we're here for Brandy.
Literally, everyone was like overjoyed, like just as excited as, oh my gosh, I'm gonna cry. But like everyone was just so like joyous to be there, and I'm like, what other opportunities in life are you gonna have like all of your family in like one, like that? I kept looking around, I was like, these are all the people that we love, and I'm just so grateful to like just experience this, because one other time, because it's like funerals. If it's not weddings, it's funerals, because not everyone's coming to your baby shower, let's be real. But people are gonna come to your wedding, and for me that was more important than anything, and I'm just so grateful for how it turned out. So that was like,
it was beautiful. And like the worship service, I was like, oh my gosh, like I was like, this is amazing.
No, honestly, it was like everything, like it was a lot to plan, but everything came together exactly how it was supposed to. And I'm just so grateful for that.
Beautiful. And I was praying for you. I was like, I pray it's not a stressful day. I pray it's like everything goes through smoothly, because people don't see the stuff on the back end, but the back end can be so
like, and everyone kept saying that too when we were getting ready. They were like, you look so calm, and I'm like, in hindsight, I'm like, it's the Holy Spirit. It's not.
Like, what is me panicking gonna do?
No, literally, everyone was like, someone was like, I want to be like you on my wedding day. I'm like, oh wow, that's crazy.
It's the stuff in place to make sure things are like calm, because you should be calm. You should be just reflecting on your day and stuff. That it shouldn't be like this chaotic.
No, it wasn't like that. Not with any of the vendors. Not with any. And I feel like that was literally God answering the prayers. Not with the bridesmaids. Like none of the bridesmaids like ever had any like issues. Everyone was like, this is like the smoothest bridal party I've been in. Like no other
people too. That's what I was saying. Like
and no one.
Praise God.
Some of them are like friends and like hanging out now, and I'm like, I love that. So like I just think it's just really God had His hand on the whole entire thing. And for me, I'm just glad it went that way. And then we went on our honeymoon. We went to St. Vincent, and it was beautiful. And I'm like, I feel like once you go on a vacation, we talked about this. Once you go, you're like, so what's my next one?
Like steamrolls. The next one.
Literally. Yeah. And now that I'm married, I'm like, now I get to actually like travel for real with my husband. So
with your husband.
And my husband. Very much so. Yeah. So yeah, it was just like a whirlwind of like wedding, getting married, and then just moving into a house together and like just getting used to like living. Because I've never lived with a man before. I mean, I never did this before. I did this, so
it was such a beautiful process. Like, of course, there's always going to be hiccups along the way, but like overall, I feel like it was such a good experience for you, and the way leading up to a wedding day, and it was all worth it.
I know it was all like literally all worth it, and it's like it reminds me of Ecclesiastes 3, like. There's a time for everything. Like there's a time, and this was literally the time, because there have been times where I have been, you know, sad or like grieving or whatever the case is, and it's like, no, there's a time for everything, and this was a time to rejoice. And did I rejoice? I sure did.
Y'all did a whole praise on the dance floor. Okay, it wasn't. I know. I was like, this is so cute. Like
I know.
Y'all did worship on the dance floor. Y'all threw in some Kirk Franklin. Y'all like had worship service there. I was like, yo, God was glorified like on this day.
Glory to God.
Like it was. I was like, yo, if I could go back, if I wasn't so lukewarm, I would have definitely had worship service and stuff like that back then.
For sure. And we talked about that too. Remember, I was like, oh, you know, because I was like. Because I don't listen to as much secular music as I used to, so I was like, I called you and I was like, I don't know how I feel about this, like, because for me it's something that I listen to, but also you're like hosting as well, so you want to make sure people are also.
It's like a mix,
yeah. But I feel like our DJ did it like perfectly.
Yeah, they did. Same thing for the the person who talks, like amps people.
Oh, the host.
Yeah, the
Yes.
host. I was gonna say
He read the
was
room.
that right?
He read
yeah,
the room,
he,
yeah.
he knew what was
He
doing.
read the
like,
room.
he was on point. He came with the oh my gosh, the hoverboard. I was like, yo, this is hilarious.
Hoverboard, backflips, yeah.
Like, backflip is great. Did you really do a backflip?
Yeah, he did several. Yeah.
They got energy.
I'm waiting on the wedding video so I can see it in like action.
Yo, please show me.
Yeah, I
maybe
will.
I blinked a couple times. It's goodness gracious.
There was also a lot of people, so you probably like.
I was like, oh, yo, when you were doing your first dance, I was on a chair. I was like, I can't see.
Were you really on a chair?
I was like on a chair. I was like, I can't see. Or I think I blocked something.
Oh,
I just needed to see.
Someone was probably like, well,
they'll be okay. I was like, I got my phone. I was like,
not on a chair.
I'm pretty sure I was on a chair. I was just like, I need the video. Yeah. I was being extra as I should.
Yeah, as you should. Seriously, yeah. No.
Oh man,
I
I'm
know.
so happy for you.
Yeah, and now I'm glad that the planning is like over and I just get to like enjoy.
Breathe.
Yeah, yeah.
Enjoy your time. I'm
Yeah.
telling you,
Because it's a lot.
the year's gonna fly by. Don't worry.
I know.
It's
Literally.
gonna fly by. So enjoy the little
I know.
nuances and fun things that come up.
We're literally like 2 months in.
Oh yeah, I feel it's more. No.
A little over 2 months. I feel like I just got married yesterday.
No, literally.
Actually,
flies, like,
yeah.
But little nuances. Appreciate the little memories that come up and stuff.
Yes,
like that.
I know. Every time I see a picture, I'm like, flashbacks. Yeah.
I'm telling you, all the little things are gonna add up.
Yeah.
And little things. I'm just thinking about like what was it for us? I think like even something as simple as like breakfast and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
Like getting used to like, oh, what do you like for breakfast?
Yeah.
Or we brought home like what we ate for a honeymoon to back home for a little bit.
Yeah.
Just for a little bit. It was like baked potatoes with like pesto and stuff like that. We're like, oh, it's kind of like a Hawaii vibe.
Yeah.
I don't know, it's just little cute moments like
Yeah.
those that you're gonna look back on and be like, oh, that was cute. So,
Yeah.
I feel like you can't count them until you'll see.
No. I feel like that's what I enjoy the most. Is like the little moments of like getting to know each other in that way.
Mm-hmm.
It's like you date for so long or you court for so long, and it's like actually living together. You get to see a whole new side of someone that you've never seen before. Yeah.
No, literally, it's so cute.
It's beautiful. I love it. I love it here. Yeah,
us.
I know. Literally, we're all grown up. We literally, I feel like, grew up on this podcast, low key.
No, we did. Especially, honestly, I'm sure, like, if somebody listened to end of season whatever to now, like, it's probably
I know.
day and night.
Completely different people.
Like, but as we should, I feel like it's in a positive way.
Mm-hmm.
But we have plenty more for the upcoming season.
Yep.
And yeah, just stay tuned for updates from us weekly again.
Yes.
Okay,
yes.
Weekly. We'll let you know when it's not going to be weekly. But this time,
which hopefully will not be the case. Yeah.
But thank you for listening. We just wanted to give you all an update about us and everything that's been going on within the past year and a half or whatever you want to call it. So thank you. So thank you for listening. Or watching, and please like, subscribe, share with a friend, and we will see you next time.
Bye, y'all.
Bye.